video, we're going to look at how to use your custom blend of oil to do your skincare process to clean your face and to also treat your face. We don't need a lot of things to get this done. You just want to make sure you have a clean face cloth every time you do this, some clean towels, and if you have long hair or bangs, you're going to want to make sure you either have a headband, some clips, or some bobby pins to keep your hair out of the way because the oil is going to make a little bit of a mess. And be sure not to wear a piece of clothing that is especially important to you, because if you accidentally get a little bit on it, again, there could be a stain happening. And the final thing we're going to need is whatever custom formula of skincare oil that you have ordered, you're going to need to have. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure my hair is out of the way because I really don't want to have an oily mess. Once your hair is secured back, and your hands are clean, you definitely want to start with clean hands. You're going to get your bottle of product. And generally, I take about 2 dropperfuls. What you really want is you want the oil in your hand to be about the size of a quarter. And what you're going to do is you're simply going to rub your hands together to evenly distribute the oil to warm in and also to warm your hands up a little bit. Then you're going to take the product and you're going to apply it directly onto your dry skin. Don't worry if you have makeup on. You do not need to do anything ahead of time to remove makeup. In fact, I wore makeup for this particular video, even though I don't generally wear it, because I want you to see how the makeup actually is going to come off. If you have a skin condition, dry skin that extends down onto the neck or the top of the collarbone, please feel free to continue when you're applying the oil to go down to this area. It's also really good for aging skin. When you're applying it, you don't need to rub very hard. You just want to make sure all the areas are evenly covered. And of course, where the eye makeup is, you're going to want to spend a couple of extra seconds to make sure that you're removing the makeup. I'm going to extend down my neck and onto the top of my collarbone because for aging skin, that's really good because it shows up there as well. I often rub the product directly into my hand at this point because I have a little bit of extra and it's very good for the skin and nails as well. You want to have hot water available. It doesn't matter if you're going to pour it into a bowl or into your sink or if you're in the shower. You just want it to be hot enough that it's going to create a steamy environment. If you're using your tap, if the water can be comfortably wrung out of the cloth without hurting your hands, it's the right temperature. If it kind of stings your hand a little bit, it's probably a little bit too hot for your face. Once you have wrung out your cloth, you're going to drape it over your face for anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds so that the heat can help loosen the dirt and oil on your face. Generally speaking, I would do this 2 to 3 times to make sure all of the gunk on my face has been loosened and all the pores have been opened. But for this case, I'm just going to move on to the next step. The next step is removing the oil. And this is a very important step because if you don't remove all of the oil, it means you're leaving dirt, skin, and makeup still on your face, and this could cause some additional breakouts. When you're removing the product from your face, you're going to want to use all of your cloth so that you're using a clean part of your cloth as you're removing your makeup and dirt and oil from your skin. You don't need to rub too hard. In fact, I would recommend against rubbing it too hard because it can actually inflame the skin. I'm just going to turn my cloth over. I want to make certain that I've removed all the oil. This is one of the main problems we run into when people say that oil cleansing is not working for them, is they didn't actually remove enough of the product and it clogged their pores and caused a reaction. As a final step, and this step is optional, if your skin should still feel a little bit tight or dry, you're going to add a little bit more of your product to your entire face, or you could just concentrate on a specific area like around the eye or on the cheeks if they're extra dry. It is very much important that you do this when your skin is still damp. If you try to apply the oil when your skin is dry, it makes it very hard to spread around. Anywhere between 6 and 10 drops or so is probably a really good amount. If you're only doing your face, probably 6 drops is good. But if you're going to continue down your neck and onto the top of your chest, you're definitely going to want a little bit more product. Again, I'm just going to gently apply this and I'm going to pat around my eye. You really don't want to rub around your eye. it's not really very nice for the skin around the eye. Be sure to apply the product as well to your lips. It's very moisturizing for those as well. Now, once you're finished, you're going to want to make sure that you leave it for a few seconds before you start to put makeup on or take your hair down, because you don't want to end up with a kind of slimy mess. It will take a minute or two to dry after you have applied the oil, because you did apply it to damp skin. And that really is your entire cleansing process. You only need the one product, and you're able to care for your skin and also to moisturize and work on any problem areas.